Oh, hello. Do you remember me? We were on holiday together last summer. Nah, don't worry. I don't know that much about you. Just some nasty things here and there. For instance, while I haven't got a clue about last summer, I know what you'll be about to do very soon. What? Haven't heard of that? Well, yes. You'll be soon involved in a migration project. Oh, this migration. But it's in centuries. We still have plenty of time. No? Not exactly. A migration is a long-term project which comes with hardware changes, whether we like it or not, that are bound to the more or less planned obsolescence of our platforms, but also to the emergence of new devices, new technologies, new usages. In a word, it's a major change. Well, I see, but in principle, a migration, it's easy to test, no? In principle, yes. However, in practice, it is much more complex. Let's see. Migration is conducted through many phases, for which a clear interface between IT and business is really vital. In practice, it means a strategy, how the process will be led, an inventory, what's in the migration, an impact analysis, what are the risks, a triage and prioritization phase, where one decides what should stay and what should go, and finally, the migration in itself, where components and platforms are migrated from the legacy to the target. It usually is a matter of technique and IT. Would you imagine what happened if it's not taken seriously? That doesn't look easy. I would even say the contrary. If you want to succeed, you should structure your migration around a known model. Like the V model, for instance? Yes, why not? But let's add a little thing on top, so as to complete it. There's a little bit more. Want some? Very funny. So, here's what our model looks like with its specific testing phases spread all around steps. And that big red thing in the middle? That's a little bit more precisely. You would also notice that triage stands for both sides. It's why we called it the reversed A model. Okay, but all this, your migration I mean, it looks like a very technical stuff, only for a part. In a migration, the role of users and business is crucial. Like for the V model, the reversed A model aims at simplifying the process and helps in doing the right test at the right moment. So the funnel. Indeed. What we do here is to inventorize everything in the scope of migration. The testing phase is here to validate the elements and to verify that we have all it takes. No more, no less. Inventory is represented by the green cylinder. Like the former impact phase, triage is necessary in order to reduce the scope and makes the test effort manageable. Only the essential is taken in. Cylinders, symbolizing the test effort, are gradually reduced from one phase to another. This process is essential and often makes the difference between a successful migration and chaos. Isn't this approach a bit lazy? No, believe me, we surely have enough to do. And it's no piece of cake, as you can see. As a proof, one often uses a group migration strategy based upon groups of application, services, business or functional processes that are migrated all at once. Clusters are defined and tested separately, integrated test before they are migrated all at once. That's where the real tested job begin, and better organized, the easier it goes. I knew you were going to say it. But what should I expect anyway? Everything, and especially the unexpected. Migration is not an exact science, but with the proper competencies, you can manage it. Test strategy is key, and of course, tests should be recyclable and reusable because many iterations are to come. Furthermore, the approach should be as effective and efficient as possible. A huge program, if you want to know. Some last-minute advices before we start?